the greatest GPA. With the possibility of graduating, it was really tough for me. So I think for all the future students and parents as well, knowing to be able to just trust a school district in general, because when you send your kids off to college, like, it's not like you can babysit them like you could in high school, or at least you're close. So when you send them off to college, me being almost 4 hours away from home, it wasn't like I call my parents daily, and my mom will also attest that I maybe called her twice a month. It is a truthful statement. And it's that growing of independence and growing and knowing of yourself without that phone, without that technology that lets you grow a little bit. As well as I wanted to make the comment that I have also lost points in some of my college classes because these professors later down the road had these policies that we weren't even allowed to have our phone on us, and because I had that consistent habit, my class grades, which could have been a B, ended up being a B minus because my attendance or my participation grade wasn't exactly 100% because I'd lose half points here or there. So I just wanted to more put this comment out to the public, to you guys, and as well to the parents, whoever's listening, that it is a good thing to get rid of this technology. Like, there's a lot more constructive things that the internet can be used for, and snapping photos or texting your friends, like that can wait. It can wait till you go home. So that was it.
Thank you, Michael. Anyone else? No? All right. Those are for afterwards. Yeah, thank you. All right. Next, I need a motion to approve the minutes from the April 14th, 2026 regular board meeting, May 5th, 2026 policy committee meeting, and May 5th, 2026 caucus meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Do I need to come over and twist your arm next time? All right. Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. And you are up now, Miss Olivia.
Couldn't get it right for the last one. Just wasn't meant to be, guys. All right. Well, hi, everyone. I'm very excited to kick the May board meeting off. My partner in crime, Bray McKee, is unfortunately not here today. She is taking an EMT class. And I'm hoping with this knowledge that she gains when she's not here, she'll be able to save my life one day. But, you know, here's to hoping, right? Here's to hoping we'll never need that. To kick off this board meeting, I'm going to loop around to one of the subjects that we had in our April board meeting, and that is prom. We had our Susquenita High School prom on May the 2nd, and it was a hit. I know we talked a little bit about the venue change and how they were doing things a little bit differently this year, and I definitely think it was a risk worth taking. All I ever heard from everybody was that it was very beautiful, it was a nice location, it was easy to navigate to, and everybody got home responsibly, which is the most important part. Speaking of events, our NHS pickleball tournament is on this Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. This is something that we offer to the students. It's completely free. Kids can sign up. There's 2 people per team, and they sort of fight it out round robin style. The winners this year will receive medals that our NHS advisor did have the pleasure of picking out. And yes, I also had the pleasure of sitting there while she picked them. So if you see a medal this year and you don't like it, don't say anything to me. Speaking of sports, track competes in district this weekend, and softball will be competing in districts next week. We just want to extend a formal good luck to these teams as they progress in the postseason. And additionally, we would like to thank all of our current teams for doing so well during their regular seasons. Wrapping up the athletic year for Susquenita, we've had a lot of games coming out hot, coming out strong, and just wanted to say thank you to all of our athletes for trying their hardest this year. Inversely, we're going to switch to the music side of things. Our Black Hawk band recently had a trip to Hershey Park where they competed in this competition called Music in the Parks. They did an excellent job and won 3 superiors, so congratulations to our band. Additionally, they've been sort of supplying the student body all year by popping out to various sports events and supporting the student body in things like our Distinguished Honors Breakfast. And so we are happy to announce that they are taking another much-deserved band trip to Jackson, New Jersey. Here they will be singing lots, right? So they don't have a huge rest, but the choir will be singing, the band will be playing, but they also will be doing lots of fun things like visiting Six Flags, which is much well-deserved. So thank you to our Black Hawk Band. Okay, now I'm going to roll into the much-awaited part of today's board meeting, and that is all of the senior events that we have going on. Boy, is there a lot, so please buckle up for these last few points. Our senior awards night is on May the 20th. It starts at 6:30, and you all are welcome to attend. So if you would like to see some of our seniors earn well-deserved awards, please feel free to stop by. The senior last day is on May the 22nd, and following that, the senior class trip to Ocean City, New Jersey will be on May the 26th. I know a lot of people in my class are super excited about this trip because there's a lot of different activities going on. I think they have like canoeing, they have an arcade, they have laying on the beach, just about anything you would want to do when you're visiting Ocean City. So again, a much well-deserved vacation for all of our hardworking seniors. We also have the Senior Hawk Walk coming up as the last week of school approaches. This Hawk Walk will be hosted on May the 27th, along with the Senior Sunset, which will be following that. And then finally, my last announcement is that graduation will be on May the 28th. And I know that every senior is excited, but also feeling super heartfelt about that. Now, speaking of heartfelt, I'm supposed to give a little spiel because this is my last board meeting. I am a graduating senior, so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone in this room for the amazing opportunity. A school board rep isn't something that's common, especially in this area. It's very rare, and I have a lot of friends in other districts who wish they could get 1 minute to talk with their school board. So even given the chance to just come here and talk to you guys and get to know you guys has been extraordinary for me. I felt like I've certainly accomplished a lot during my 2 years as a board rep, even though it hasn't felt as a lot of time. I used to be super shy. I don't know if anybody can attest to this in this room. Jason can attest to this. I used to be super, super shy. Mr. Funk knows the brunt of it. He's not here tonight, but he could attest if you ask him. And I really started to come out of my shell once I became a board rep, just because I understood that there was a higher expectation, and I understood that my opinions were heard. So thank you guys so much. I mean, I don't know what else I could say. This has introduced me to one of my dear friends, Maddie Wilson, who I hope one day will be in my wedding. Just from the bottom of my heart, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. So please keep being you, and please keep listening to these students because we really value it. I'm also supposed to tell you what my plans are. I'm thinking of taking over Mr. Fry's job and usurping him as school board president. Just kidding, don't clap for it. Nope, I'm gonna stay right here. That was a joke. My real plans are I'm going to be attending the University of Pennsylvania to study political science, and I hope to go to law school after that. So as much as I would like to say that I could help you guys down the road, please don't get into trouble. I don't want to defend you in court. Stay safe. While I'm doing that next year, I'm very happy to announce unofficially, because she still needs to be approved in the June board meeting. She's not here yet. But the young lady that will be taking over for me, her name is Ariana Rylet. She's a wonderful young lady. I have full confidence that she'll take this role in stride, and she'll do me even better justice than I did. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here time and time again, providing the updates, but being a participant, providing that voice for the student body, and really taking this position and growing it. And you've done an outstanding job. We're extremely proud of you. We're proud of your growth, and we're excited to see all of the great things that you're going to do. So we want to certainly leave you with a certificate, and we want to leave you with a bag, because you can't go to the University of Pennsylvania without packing your stuff up and being able to organize those, right? Because if you're going to be a Quaker, you got to keep it all organized. For laundry. And certainly at the end, we hope that you can hit the ceremonial gavel for the end of the meeting, and you may take your name placard with you also.
Yeah, stick around, don't run off. Mr. Browse? Looks like it's his turn to fight with the microphone. Olivia, could you go teach him the thing?
Yeah, thanks. So since you might want to come back another year, and once you got it figured out, you can help me figure it out too. So, no, I don't want to follow that up, but yeah, no, I echo their sentiments, and we're gonna miss you, Olivia. And yes, she was shy for a little bit, like a couple weeks or something when she was young. So, changing over to something that's, I guess, maybe as exciting, the finances. So if you got your normal monthly reports there in front of you, we'll look at the revenue first. That's the one with the 6s on. So we're about 83% of the way through the year, and we're at 88% of our revenue. It's kind of trickling in here at the end of the year. As you know, most of that comes in, early on in the year. So I'm thinking we're going to get pretty close to that budgeted number. We got another 12% to go. We got some state funding to come in yet. So I think we'll land a plane pretty close there. Compared to last year, we are about $1.7 million behind. And some of that is some timing of some PSERS payments from the state, and then obviously last year there was ESSERS early in the year that carried over from the prior year. So again, not too far off of prior year. So nothing really to report from the revenue perspective. Jumping over to the expenses, we are showing it we're 74% expended, but there are some bigger invoices yet that haven't been paid out this year. So there's about $1.5 million to $2 million there. So once we pay those out, we'll be at about 79%, which is closer to the run rate where we should be at this point. Knowing June's going to come in, with a lot of accruals and stuff like that, we're going to approach that expense number for the year, hoping we don't spend quite as much and we have a little bit of favorability there. As you can see, compared to last year at this time, we are about 1.3 million. But again, if you add $1.5 million to 2 million on top of that, we're actually spending a little bit more than we were last year at this point. So yeah, that's our expenses. Revenue's still, in theory, a couple $1 million outpacing expenses at this point, which is good, but that'll all even itself out a little bit as we trickle through the end of the year. Anybody have any questions on any of that?
No, I had a question about the homestead, but are you going to talk about that next? Are you talking about that at all?
The
homestead,
homestead
farmstead.
budget for next year?
Yeah. Are you going to talk about that at all, or?
I mean, we can cover that when we get to the budget, but if you have a question now, I can.
No, cover when you get to the budget, and I'll ask you then. Because
Okay.
I don't know, I'm not exactly, you might answer it when you talk about the budget.
Okay.
Anyone else? All right, thank you, Mr. Browse. All right, moving right along. Bear with me as I read off all of these payment of orders and then move in one single motion. I need a motion to approve the following payment of orders. The May 2026 Cafe FNB for $109,560.57. The May 2026 loan proceed wire of $905,064.94. May 2026 general fund prepaid bills FNB for $288,883.46. May 2026 general fund paid bills FNB for $298,666.56. May 2026 general fund wire transfer FNB for $75,468.11. And May 2026 general fund wire transfer MP for $302,813.18.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Next is the general fund budget. Need a motion to approve the 2026-2027 general fund budget totaling $40,950,000, including the tax rate options listed below there.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion?
Yeah, can you, well, I saw the homestead resolution that we got in terms of the, maybe explain it to me. When it says that there's going to be million plus whatever coming from the state to offset taxes, is that what it says?
Yeah, so the homestead, that's our gambling funds that we get back from the state. Last year, or this current year, we got 1.7 million, or, yeah, I think it was, let me pull it up here real quick, the exact number. 1 million. So we got $1,317,000 from the state this year. Next year, we just got the homestead number is $1,316,000, so it went down $1,000. So those residents that have signed up for the homestead credit, last year they got a credit on their tax bill of $328, and next year they'll get a tax credit of $323. So that's how they distribute that money back to the taxpayers from the gambling funds from the state.
So is that number already built into our budget, or is that just sort of a
it's
pass-through?
built into the budget already.
Okay,
as
so we didn't
revenue
really
from the
need it,
state.
because the difference, did you just predict that based on last year? Is that what you used when you,
I used last year's number as
to
the
build it, so there
baseline,
wasn't a
and
big difference
Now I
then?
changed it, so it was
Yeah.
in the numbers last week that I presented it.
Okay, cool. Because I wasn't sure when it said, I just got those numbers. I didn't know if that happened since
before
last week to
Congress.
now. Okay. Great, thank you.
Any further discussion? All right, at this time, we're going to take a roll call vote.
Mrs. Rabin,
Yes.
Mrs. Walborn,
Yes.
Ms. Bailey Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Lineham,
Yes.
Mr. Warona, Mrs. Singley,
Yes?
Dr. Gatile,
Yes.
Dr. Jones,
Yes.
Mr. Fry.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
Thank you, everyone. All right, next is need a motion to adopt the 2026-2027 homestead and farmstead exclusion resolution based on the approved budget taxing rates in the attachment 5C.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, next we need to elect a board treasurer. So I'm going to move to open nominations for board treasurer for a term of July 2026 to July 1st, 2026 to June 30th of 2027. Do we have any nominations? Mike?
I'd like to nominate Mrs. Leanne Singley.
Second.
Do we have any other nominations?
I'd like to move to close the nominations.
So moved. All right, next, I need a motion to appoint Ms. Leanne Singley as treasurer for a one-year term from July 1st of 2026 to June 30th of 2027.
So moved.
Second. Oh, I'm sorry.
Any discussion?
Are we in trouble?
Anyone besides Ms. Singley opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you. I forgot to turn my mic off whenever I was like trying to get him to. Whoops. All right. Next, we need a motion to appoint First National Bank and Mid-Penn Bank as the district depositories from July 1st of 2026 to June 30th of 2027.
So moved. Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Next, need a motion to approve the meal prices for the 2026-2027 school year. They're indicated in the table there with no changes in pricing.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just have a comment. I don't know how we've been able to maintain consistent lunches and our costs for our student lunches, breakfasts, and all. But I'm glad. I'm very fortunate. I'm very happy we can do that.
Anyone else? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Next, I need a motion to appoint fund custodians for the 2026-2027 student fiduciary accounts, and they would be Craig Funk for the high school, Jason Black for the middle school, and Kenneth Ward for the elementary school.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Next, I need a motion to approve personnel items 6B through 6I.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Oh. All right, hearing none, motion carries.
At this time, I'd like to formally welcome Dr. Thomas Kramer to be our next assistant to the superintendent for academic operations. So welcome, Dr. Kramer, and we look forward to having you here in our district.
Yes, you do.
Jason probably sabotaged you.
Yes, it's set up for failure. I just want to thank you for the opportunity. I'm very excited about this. Every time I've come, I've been very impressed with the district, working with Dr. Fox on this process, and just knowing it was of a concern to him that this was a fit for me as well for the district. And that care said a lot, and having the time to spend with the building administrators as well, I think, not that he didn't do a great job, but they really kind of sold me on things, getting to see the buildings and everything that was going on. So I'm really excited for the opportunity, and I will say that if nothing else, Olivia set a very high bar for the student report at the beginning of this, if that's my first one. So, this opportunity I'm really looking forward to, and so I'm looking forward to getting to work with you here in the not so distant future. So thank you.
Happy to have you, thank you. All right, next, I need a motion to approve the student code of conduct for the 2026-2027 school year.
So moved.
Second.
You had dueling seconds there. Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Next, need a motion to approve the co-curricular and extracurricular code of conduct for the 2026-2027 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. All right. I'm going to go through all these contracts in one motion for approval. So just bear with me as I read through them. So I need a motion to approve the following contracts. Capital Area Intermediate Unit to provide special education programs and services from July 1st of 2026 to June 30th of 2027 for a fee of $1,031,844.46, which is a decrease of almost $66,000. Next up, H.E. Rohr LLC to provide transportation services from July 1st, 2026 to June 30th of 2031. Next is school dentist Tad Glossner to provide student dental exams for the 2026-2027 school year at a rate of $1 per exam, which is consistent with last year's rate, no increase. Next is Joanne Zahn for the provision of occupational therapy service at the rate of $80.19 an hour, plus an additional $500 for professional development from August 17th, 2026 through August 16th of 2027. Next is ClearPath Pediatric Therapy LLC to provide speech and language services to the school from August 2026 to June of 2027 for a total of 5 days per week per provider and a total of 105 to 120 hours per week at a rate of $107 per hour. Next is Marquee, Pennsylvania to provide educational service to students with autism and/or emotional disturbance as necessary and appropriate at a daily tuition rate of $286.96 during the 2026-2027 school year and $191.36 during the 2026-2027 extended school year. That's the daily tuition rate, sorry, the 191. And lastly is KRE Security LLC to provide both armed and unarmed security for daily and event services.
So moved.
Second.
I didn't ask for discussion yet. Sorry, any discussion?
I actually do have a question about the ClearPath Pediatrics. So what is the total that we anticipate, or are we leaving this open-ended because, like, this was really written as, like,
So it's needs-based. We have an estimate of the amount of hours currently right now based upon our current, but as needs-based, as early intervention students and as students become evaluated and need speech therapy services, that number could go up or could go down based upon a student exiting from a program.
because it really kind of reads, to me, when I read it, it reads as a guarantee that they're going to get 5 days per week for this amount of hours, regardless of the amount of need.
Right, but I can help you in to say that we have at least that amount of need. We have 2 full-time that work for us at the elementary school, and they are fully booked, like bell to bell, with kids. And then the middle school, we have 1 additional pathologist that does the middle school and the high school. She has been, because we had such a high turnover in speech and language pathologists for such a long time, there was a lot of just carry on of services. So she has been instrumental in trying to exit students that need to be exited at the middle and high school level. So hopefully we can start to kind of wean that down, but at the elementary level, it is absolutely necessary to have those 2 full-time.
Yeah, and I'm not questioning that. I think more of just at your middle and high school level that as you do discharge children who no longer qualify, it's that you can have less than 105 to 120 hours. But how I read this, it looks at that that provider who is providing in your middle school and your high school would be guaranteed 5 days per week, 105 to 120 hours, even though the need may not be there.
And
That's what I was questioning.
Right, and I understand. I can look at the contract. I don't
Okay.
think it's necessarily stated that way. I can tell you that at this point, it's going to take us about another year or 2 to clean up the middle and the high school.
Okay, thank you.
I am actually looking at the contract. It is stated that way. I'm wondering
Is
if,
it? Okay.
I'm wondering if it should say
Up
a
to,
maximum
or
of or up to.
Up to.
I can have that. I can
Yeah.
talk to her and have that changed. That's not a problem.
Yeah, it does say for a total of
For a
5
total of-
days per week, yep.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I can talk to her and have that changed. I believe that's how the last year's was written, and she rolled that over.
Any additional discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the second reading of policy 916, volunteers.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Dr. Jones, you have something for us on CPA CTC?
I do. I just want to say that May 19th is the awards ceremony, which is basically like a graduation ceremony at the tech school. And students, not only do they get their diplomas and they get awards, but a lot of the companies in the area will gift kids like tolls and things worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's a really, really nice evening. And that I'm looking forward to that. I'll be attending that May 19th. I assume Dr. Fox will probably be there as well. I'm told that the construction, they've been working with all the subcontractors and contractors. Construction should be on time for the start of the school year. I'm sure not everything is going to be working perfectly, but I'm told that we are on track. We did hire a business manager, so after the interviews and all, we were able to hire a business manager, and she's currently being held and yada yada yada. So hopefully the current business manager will have a little bit of time with the new business manager, a little overlap, but we're thrilled with that actually. And lastly, I wanted to report they had 368 students took the NOCTI exam this month. The NOCTI exam is a national competency test for students in various vocational programs. And so we had 368 students took that exam. It's a completion exam, and most students, I'm proud to say, pass if not become advanced. And it's quite the nice, what do you call it, to hand to an employer showing that I have these it's quite the nice credential to have to give to an employer. So just a lot of great things happening at the tech school. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You or Mr. Ward? What do you think?
Well, I think definitely Mr. Ward does a better job of that as well, but
I'm not too sure about that.
Absolutely. Thank you,
I
sir.
sound like a broken record. We're talking Blackhawk Foundation, right? All right. So once again, it's the golf tournament. So we're up to 17 or 18 teams now. We'd really like to hit 25. I know we have a month and a half left. I feel confident we're going to get there. But if you're interested in playing, June 28th at Eagle View Crossing in Carlisle, starting right around noon that day with a free lunch, dinner afterwards, and raffle items there at the end. Really cool event. Hope to see everybody there and hope to have 25 teams.
Thank you, sir. All right. Olivia did a really good job updating us on a lot of these things that are on the schedule there, but mark your calendars. Commencement is May 28th, 2026. Weather permitting in the stadium, we have been very fortunate the past few years. Let's hope for the same. Jim, do you got a pen?
Jim, do you got that?
Did you write that down? May 28th, 2026?
Graduation. Oh, commencement. Yeah, I got it.
You want to put that on your calendar? You're
Again,
allowed. You're allowed.
Jim, May
Get your phone out.
28th, 7 p.m. in the stadium. Okay, just making sure.
You don't want to miss Olivia getting her diploma. Come on now.
Just for Olivia.
And last student day, morning only. Remember, no lunch served that day, if I'm correct on that, May 29th. And then policy, caucus, and regular meetings in June there. We're not disposing of anything. All right, administrators, back to you, Dr. Fox.
Thank you, and we will have a lot of disposition items as we go to June into August, as we continue with the purging of items that are still have a relatively useful shelf life that are no longer in use. And if we cannot sell them on municipal bid and they don't have a value, we will dispose of them properly. And if they are broken, they get disposed of. As we continue that our responsibility of ensuring that spaces are as clean as possible. as we work through that. We continue with our construction here. Quandel has done an excellent job of working, and thank you to our middle school for their flexibility. They continue to remove some of the VCT tile during the second shift, and they've done a great job of keeping it extremely clean. So we're happy that's continuing to move forward as they expose the concrete and seal that. That we can still continue our operations and the business that we do, which is educating students, and as we continue to move forward with that. That will allow for work to be done above the ceilings and the transition of getting all the furniture out of the classrooms as we begin the ceiling tile replacement, insulation improvement and repair, and the placing of the new chiller and heat ventilation units that occur in the classrooms. So as I ramble on about construction, I want to thank all of our teachers. Last week was Teacher Appreciation Week. Our teachers do an amazing job. That is the heart and soul, certainly, of our school district, is our teachers. So each and every day, they do amazing things. And please join me in a round of applause for our teachers. Senior Awards Night, as Olivia said, is Thursday, May 20th. Career and Technical Awards for Cumberland Perry, May 19th. West Side Singers Cabaret, I believe, is on May 23rd, I believe on Saturday. And the students' last day coming up is breakfast only, no lunch. And it's hard to believe that that's encroaching here relatively soon. One of the things I think that are a little different is our policy and our caucus meeting are about a week later than typical. So please note that on your calendar. You'll see that on June 9th, and then the following week, June 16th, for the board meeting. So that's pushed a week later, and that was anticipation of the possibility of needing that for the approval of our final budget. But because of all your hard work and all the hard work, certainly of Mr. Browse and the business office, Mr. Medina, Mrs. Welter, Mrs. Feltenberger, they did an excellent job of bringing that to fruition here ahead of time. But we'll continue to keep that on our regular schedule for the 9th and the 16th, and we should be able to have some summer fun together. Once again, welcome Dr. Kramer as our next Assistant Superintendent for Academic Operations. We hope to have you join us sooner rather than later. You bring an extensive background to our district, especially at the elementary level, and you have great experiences as teaching and as administration, so we look forward to your expertise and looking forward to you joining our team and kind of hitting that ground running. And we're here to support each other, and we look forward to everything that you bring as you continue what has been started and bring your own level of expertise to that position. Please, once again, join me in a round of applause for Olivia. And once again, congratulations. Other administrators? Thank you, sir.
Sure, at the elementary school, just touch on a couple things that we talked about last week during the annual report, some of the events that were taking place. So we talked and touched on STEM days that took place at the elementary school on Friday and Monday last week. And Miss Bear put together this incredible program. We always had a STEM night at the elementary school, and only the students that could get a ride that night or accompanied by an adult were able to participate. But this year we changed it to have an entire STEM day, kind of like a field day, but for the entire school during the day, and that went incredible. Her planning and preparation for this event does not go unnoticed. She did an amazing job. The students had a great time with it. Please check the Facebook page. I didn't get pictures yet to put up, but I will have pictures to put up there. Fourth grade's got a lot of stuff going on right now. Today they had colonial days where the entire fourth grade got to participate in activities and learn a little bit of historical value from the colonial days. Fourth grade also has Fun Day coming up this week on Friday, and then Monday next week they're going to Ag Day at the Perry County Fairgrounds. So a lot going on for fourth grade here coming up.
All right, so at the high school, I just want to mention a few additional things. First off, today was the Big Brothers Big Sisters graduation at the Whitaker Center, and I can just not speak highly enough of things that our advisors have done, Mrs. Pedrick here at the high school, and with the students, it continues to grow, right? More every year, we have more and more students that are connecting with elementary and middle school students. And it's just a fantastic program. And see some of the kids that come up from a freshman now as they're senior and graduating from Big Brothers Big Sisters, you see such a growth in those students. So that's an awesome event. We've been in the middle of Keystone testing this week. We finished up with literature today, moving on to algebra and then biology. And the students have been doing a great job kind of coming in prepared, getting ready. It was the first time that we've had full testing on the iPads, and it's been going fantastic. So I'm really happy to report that. Knock on wood to make sure it continues the rest of the week. And then I will join in congratulating Olivia. She's done a great job the last 2 years. She makes my job extremely easy here, where I don't have a whole lot to report on because she does such a fantastic job, and what a wonderful report that she did today. So we'll definitely miss you. I got a few days left with you, so I'm not going to say anything else, not going to shed a tear quite yet, but thank you, Olivia, for everything you've done.
Real quick, just to let everybody know, we are having the West Perry Special Olympics on the 19th, which is great. It is, we all kind of joined together. It's a great opportunity for the whole county to get together and have our own Special Olympics celebration. And then I did just want to let you know that ESY is completely solidified from June 16th to July 16th, Tuesday through Thursday. We have 14 elementary students, 5 middle and 3 high school that are signed up to attend. And we have really been extremely fortunate because we have had an overabundance of our staff as well as our teachers as well as paraprofessionals, but all of our staff that has volunteered to participate and provide services for our students during ESY. So, yeah, they do. But I mean, but it is a volunteer. I mean, they do get paid, but and they volunteer. And we do kind of a hybrid where I don't ask anybody to do the whole session. We sort of piecemeal because I recognize people have vacations and things like that. So we sort of play around with schedules. But we have been really, really fortunate that we have had enough volunteers. We are going to have it in the elementary school this year due to the construction at the middle school. So, and thank you to Transportation. Tammy does a great job of making sure that all of our students can get there.
Thank you. At this time, are there any board members wishing to provide any reports? Go right ahead.
Just Olivia, I just want to say it's been a pleasure, but I'd like to, you said that you were shy, I'll use air quotes on that, even if it was for a brief period of time. I find that the personality or the character trait that is common amongst our board reps have been their outgoingness and their ability to really communicate with us. And hearing that you said that you were shy and that this helped to bring that out in you, I'd like to think or hope that it's partly because we are an approachable board and allows that to happen, because it seems like from Taryn to Leah to you to Maddie and now Braylon, like we see that common trait. And so congratulations for that growth, but also I know you're going to do amazing things. So I want to see you back here sitting up there and yelling at us about a different topic 4 years from now. And then, you're already old enough to sit in his chair. I'm just saying. So, whenever there's a board opening, feel free to run. The pay is great.
It took me 2 years before I could start speaking in front of Mrs. Singley. So you really overcame quickly our approachability. But we josh with each other because hopefully we are, approachable. But I've enjoyed working with you as well. I wanted to say kudos to the administration for the annual report you gave us last week. I thought it was, and I've been doing this. This is my 15th year, I think, on the board. It was the best annual report that I've seen. With all pretty much error-free and very detailed, but brief. So all the things we enjoy, but I thought I was just, and to see what you all as administration has accomplished and what our district has accomplished was amazing. So I wanted to just give a big shout out. Thank you all of you. It was really well done. I saw a little bit, very little of the band and chorus concert. But if someone were to be listening to our band and chorus and not know the size of our school, I mean, even if you do know the size, I mean, it blows me away, the talent and just the bold sounds that our teachers are able, and the talent they're able to get out of our students. Just kudos to everyone involved. As always, just an amazing job. I just want to give a quick shout out to Ruth Harper, who's retiring after 29 years. I've known Mrs. Harper in one capacity or another for probably about 26 years because I've been in the district that long. But she's a very hard worker, and I just would be remiss not to acknowledge 29 years in a school district. And I hope, I don't know, I hope no one else has been here that long that I am overlooking, but kudos to Mrs. Harper. I wish her well, and I'm sure the board does as well. And I just want to say best wishes for the end, for a great end to what has been an amazing school year. From administration and students, we got like 13 days or something. Not that anyone's counting. Looking forward to commencement, but I just wish you all a great, successful end of the year. And welcome, Mr. Kramer. Your first name's not Cosmo, is it? I am a big Seinfeld fan, so get ready. It won't be hard to remember. Dr. Kramer, excuse me. Welcome.
Can I say one more thing? Sorry, I didn't.
Yes.
I was just thinking about this, and when Dr. Jones was talking about the school year and just the reflection of the administration, the educators that we have here, I just wanted to share a little personal story. I know my son Michael's up in the audience, and I know we just congratulated him on his graduation on Saturday. It was an emotional moment for his mom. But when he was driving home on Saturday afternoon, he called two people. And the first one was Mrs. Falzerano, to say thank you for the support that she had given him, not only here, but in his first couple of years of college, where he was struggling. And I know of at least 3 engineers that have graduated in this year that were graduates of Susquenita that are graduating this year. So she's inspired that, and I know she's not the only educator that has inspired kids here, and students have called or talked to their teachers afterwards, but we don't hear about it, you know? And I think it was, I know she'll never forget that, him calling her, but I know that there's others that have received that. I know Dr. Jones says sometimes he gets calls years and years later, and I think it's one of the gifts that educators get to give our students for lifelong connections like that. So just thank you.
Thank you.
I did forget one thing, and I do apologize. I do just want to let the board know to congratulate and send a congratulations to Abby Neville, who is one of our school psychologists. She successfully completed her doctoral degree and defended her dissertation on Friday. So we now have 2 doctors of neuropsychology, and she will be changing all her letterhead. So there you go. I just wanted to let you guys know that.
Anybody else? All right. Got any public comments? No? Got a couple online. First one comes from Amanda Group. She says, "Good evening, members of the school board. I'd like to express my support for making Susquenita golf an official sport within the school district. Golf teaches students valuable life skills such as discipline, patience, sportsmanship, responsibility, and teamwork, while also giving students another opportunity to become involved in school activities. My son was part of the group last year and truly enjoyed being involved in the program. He's already looking forward to next year and is excited about helping bring new members on board because of how much he loves the sport. Making golf an official sport would provide students with more opportunities to participate, grow their skills, and represent Susquenita with pride. I hope the board will consider supporting this opportunity for our students," and she thanks us for our time and consideration. Next one is from Kathy Gokel. And similar, she states, excited to see the golf team mentioned at this meeting, really encouraging the school board to approve this sport for the school. It's great to have a variety of sports the kids can participate in during high school. Different sports have different skill sets. This would attract a different kind of student than the typical sports Susquenita currently has. If you have student willing to participate and an advisor, why not? So thank you for that feedback. I will say that golf is not an official approved Susquenita sport at this time, but the board is definitely supportive of the continued independent golfers in the district. And I don't know, Dr. Fox, you have anything additional to add on that?
Yeah, absolutely. We try to make as many accommodations as we can during the school day to be able to support them. And kudos to the Black Hawk Foundation for supporting the independent golf group as well, and the independent golfers. So we want to continue to be able to support them in any way, shape, and form that we can. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, continuing in our May board meeting tradition, I would like to invite Olivia to come up to the president's seat and move this meeting to adjournment. And I will say that, a seat does not have to be open in order for you to get on the ballot to oust one of us. Just hint, hint. I thought she said you were.
No. Still a few weeks.
I'm sorry, okay.
Few weeks. Yep.
Somebody said you were older.
Hit me up in a month. Can I just hit it?
You good?
I don't have to
No.
say anything?
Yes, you do.
I
No,
just
you have to say. You're
adjourn
going
the
to sit
meeting?
here. You're going to sit here. And you're going to say, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
And then whenever you get a first and a second.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. I need a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Did I do it? I don't say anything?
Ask for discussion. Ask if there's any discussion.
Is there any discussion?
Hearing none?
Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.